Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Golden Bachelorette. Joan Vassos will be a better lead than heartbreaker Gerry Turner. She isn't interested in fame. The Golden Bachelor was a must-watch, but the Golden Bachelorette's Joan Vassos will be a better lead than Gerry Turner was. Unlike 72-year-old Gerry, 61-year-old Joan isn't as interested in fame, so she'll be in a much better position to find love. Gerry is a retired restaurateur who made his television debut when he was chosen to lead the first season of The Bachelor spin-off, and Joan made her television debut during his season. Joan, a private school administrator, was one of the 22 women who vied for Gerry's heart. Though Joan and Gerry didn't hit it off right away, she won a group date challenge and spent one-on-one time with the Golden Bachelor, and the two hit it off. Their budding relationship was stunted when Joan had to leave the show early due to a family emergency. When the Golden Bachelorette Season 1 was announced, there was a great deal of speculation about who the lead would be. Joan was among the favorites, so it wasn't a total surprise when she was chosen. She seems more down-to-earth than Gerry and will be an excellent lead. Reality TV dating has become a complex and nuanced part of the genre, welcoming all different types of dating shows. Here are the 20 best. Joan exited Gerry's season of The Golden Bachelor to be with her daughter, who had just had a baby and was struggling with postpartum depression. Though Joan liked Gerry and they had just had an incredible date and connection overall, she put her family first and walked away from the show. This proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that Joan isn't doing this for fame, but to find true love. They say that everything happens for a reason, and maybe Joan went home early from the Golden Bachelor Season 1 because her true love was still out there. Joan was widowed in 2021, and she was finally ready for a second chance to build a special connection with a new man. The Golden Bachelorette Season 1 has a much higher chance of resulting in an ideal match, because Joan is more honest than Gerry. He may have had the best intentions, but Gerry even lied about his past relationship status. Gerry claimed that he had been single since the death of his wife in 2017, but it turned out he'd had a serious relationship that ended poorly. In a May interview with CNN, Joan made it clear she would not be rushing into marriage, no matter what happened on the Golden Bachelorette Season 1. She said it wasn't entirely because of Gerry and Theresa's divorce. She feels people need more time to get to know each other. This means fans can forget about another Golden Bachelor wedding special. She explained that while two of her children are excited about the opportunity, the other two don't want to have to see their mother making out with multiple men. When ABC first announced The Golden Bachelor, fans of the long-running franchise were instantly intrigued. After years of watching hopeful 20-somethings compete for roses under fairy tale chandeliers, the idea of giving love a second chance later in life felt refreshing, even revolutionary. Gerry Turner, the retired restaurateur from Indiana, was chosen as the inaugural lead. His kind demeanor and heartfelt backstory captured millions of hearts. But as the season unfolded and the fairy dust began to settle, not everyone felt his love story lived up to its golden promise. Now, with the Golden Bachelorette stepping into the spotlight, viewers have reason to believe things are about to change. Joan Vassos, the poised, thoughtful widow who left Gerry's season early to be with her family, has been named the first ever Golden Bachelorette. Unlike Gerry, Joan isn't chasing fame, attention, or the glow of Hollywood lights. Her story isn't about proving she can still sweep people off their feet. It's about genuine connection, resilience, and the courage to start over when life doesn't go as planned. And that in itself may be what makes her a better lead than Gerry Turner. Gerry's golden glow dimmed too quickly. To be fair, Gerry entered the mansion as a sympathetic figure. He had lost his wife of 43 years, Tony, and his vulnerability touched fans who longed for authenticity in a franchise often criticized for manufactured drama. His tears were real, his charm disarming, and the women vying for his heart seemed genuinely invested. But cracks began to show. As the season unfolded, whispers of Gerry's past relationships surfaced. Some questioned his intentions. Was he really searching for love, or had he been enticed by the fame and platform that came with being the first Golden Bachelor? His whirlwind romance with Theresa Nist culminated in a televised wedding that should have been a fairy tale, yet just months later, they announced their divorce. For fans who had rooted for him, it felt less like a golden ending and more like a tarnished one. It wasn't just about the breakup, it was about the disappointment. Gerry was painted as the everyman searching for his second chance at love, but his choices and quick reversals made some viewers feel as though the story wasn't built on solid ground. If the Golden Bachelor had left people slightly cynical, the Golden Bachelorette now has the chance to restore hope. Enter Joan Vassos, the reluctant heroine. Joan Vassos didn't seek out fame. In fact, she almost didn't return to the franchise at all. During Gerry's season, Joan made a memorable impression with her grace, elegance, and quiet confidence. Yet only a week into filming, she chose to leave the show to care for her daughter, who had just given birth. It was a decision that spoke volumes about her values: family first, camera second. That moment, while heartbreaking for fans who wanted to see more of her, became the very reason she resonated so deeply with viewers. Joan wasn't trying to play a part or cling to the spotlight. She wasn't strategizing for more screen time or chasing Instagram followers. She was simply a woman navigating the responsibilities of her life, even while exploring the possibility of new love. That choice, to step away when family needed her, revealed her priorities. And it is precisely why Joan may turn out to be the kind of lead Bachelor Nation has been waiting for. Someone more invested in real relationships than red carpet appearances. Why Joan will be a better lead. She isn't seeking fame. Where Gerry's legacy has been clouded by questions of whether the show boosted his ego more than his heart, Joan has made it clear she doesn't want celebrity status. She didn't lobby for a spin-off, and she hasn't been chasing brand deals. She's stepping into the role because producers and fans saw something authentic in her. That authenticity is rare in reality TV, and it's exactly what the audience craves. She knows how to balance love and life. Joan already demonstrated that she's willing to walk away from romance if the timing isn't right. That level of maturity stands in contrast to the fairy tale mindset that sometimes dominates the franchise. Joan understands that love has to fit into real life, not the other way around. She represents resilience. As a widow who has raised a family and faced grief head-on, Joan embodies strength. Her journey isn't about filling a void or finding someone to rescue her. It's about celebrating the possibility of joy again. That perspective will likely create deeper, more meaningful conversations with hope without pretense. Bachelor Nation has seen its fair share of leads who seemed more interested in the perks of fame than the risks of love. Joan's understated elegance and willingness to be vulnerable without oversharing offers something refreshing. She reminds people that finding love later in life doesn't have to look flashy. It can look honest. What viewers can expect? Fans tuning into The Golden Bachelorette shouldn't expect over-the-top drama or exaggerated villains. Joan isn't that kind of lead. Instead, the show may offer quieter moments of connection, meaningful conversations on moonlit patios, laughter over simple dinners, and the kind of romance that feels lived in rather than scripted. That doesn't mean it will be boring. If anything, the stakes are higher. For many contestants, this isn't just a chance to extend a social media career. It's their shot at a true partner for the years ahead. Viewers will likely see stories of second marriages, late-life parenting, and individuals who, like Joan, know the bittersweet taste of both loss and resilience. The beauty of Joan's season may lie in its relatability. While Gerry's narrative was about chasing a picture-perfect ending, Joan's will be about embracing life's imperfections and still daring to love again. A golden redemption for the franchise. The success of The Golden Bachelor proved there's an appetite for love stories beyond the typical franchise mold. But Gerry's quick unraveling left fans skeptical. Could the concept survive, or would it become another gimmick? Joan Vassos represents a second chance, not just for herself, but for the entire Golden franchise. If her journey delivers what fans hope, she won't just find love. She'll redefine what it means to lead with dignity and sincerity on national television. She'll prove that second chances aren't about glittery proposals or made-for-TV weddings, but about choosing honesty over spectacle. Final rose. Joan Vassos is not trying to be a star. She's trying to be herself, a woman who has lived, loved, lost, and still believes in the power of connection. That difference alone could make her the most beloved lead in Bachelor history. While Gerry Turner's legacy will likely remain complicated, a mix of charm, heartbreak, and unmet expectations, Joan's season has the potential to be remembered as a golden chapter of authenticity. She isn't entering with a performance to maintain or a brand to grow. She's stepping in with her heart, her story, and her courage. And that might just be what makes her the lead we've all been waiting for.